Hi everybody, Todd Peak Appliance here. Today we're looking at a Thermador range, and the complaint was that this one has error codes that pop up on these two lights. So I think the numbers they were getting were 4 and 4. I didn't really experience that. I didn't really bother Googling it though either, but the one thing on this machine is that the there was no wiring diagram on it. So I've worked on enough of these to kind of work my way through it. So you can see here's all the electronics here. I basically did that before I slid it out. I definitely don't like to slide these on the floor unless I absolutely have to. So not having a diagram, I wasn't able to get on the site, and their technical assistance was closed for training this morning. So rather than leave and talk to somebody when I'm not in front of the machine, I just decided to kind of start working through it myself. So what I had found initially was, well, basically I took all this stuff off, just knowing that the electronics are here. And there's some electronics on that side as well, but that controls the ignition top. And I tested all that, and the griddle, all that stuff worked. So knew it was in the heat system in the oven because I turned the heat on and the broil, and I was getting no heat from either. So that's a good indicator that one of your legs is not working. And so basically I started from here, and there's my meter right there. I started metering from here, and I was getting 120 volts on one of these black leads here, and I wasn't getting anything on the red, and that's your in. Again, not having a wiring diagram, just kind of going through the basics the best I could without a diagram. So, and you can tell basically one of these, I believe the blue one is the broil. Now the blue one's the bake. So I could see the blue there, bake. So that's your out on one of these relays. And I mean, these same basic principles apply to all electric machines. So yeah, so anyway, we're having absent 120 volt on one of these legs. So at that point, then I had to slide it out. And these Thermadors are interesting because you have Phillips, or that's not Phillips, but you have Phillips and T20 mix. So you need 2 bits, and they're kind of all mixed up. Anyway, we got in the back here, and straight away I went right down to the main lugs here and checked for 240, which I had. And then I had, you can see here is the alligator clip, because basically the one of the 120 legs was coming from there, and it was going to this guy here. So I had 120 in here, and then the black leg comes up to the board, and that's where I was saying I had 120 volts here. So essentially I wasn't getting 120 volts out the other side of this. So from there, just kind of unplugged it and then connected this alligator clip just to go ahead and test it, because we need a new one of these. This one failed. So I put the alligator clip to test it, got it up to temperature, and the cooling fans here, they both engaged and they sounded fine. And I ran it for a bit, and they kicked on no problem. And then when I turned it off, they ran for a bit until the thermostat cooled down. So fairly certain this is the only issue with this machine. So we're going to go ahead and replace it. I have seen on these where we'll get error codes on the front for one of these fans failing, or the hall sensor not reading properly, but I didn't really experience any of that. Like I said, I think you can Google these flashes if you don't have technical assistance from Bosch, which again I have, but neither was working here. So just kind of work through it this way. But and so I need to order one of these, and normally I don't really like sharing part numbers because part numbers vary on all the different machines. But if you have this machine and it's not heating, that is an actual good part number there, 322833. It's very seldom that part numbers are on parts. So the irony of that. Yeah, so I'll be ordering this, and we'll get this machine going. and put it all back together. So hopefully that helped somebody out there. Again, it was a 36-inch Thermador or something like this. They're a lot of them have boards now. The newer ones have the boards in the bottom, so they're a little bit harder to get to, but this one had it all up top, and just kind of basic tools. This one's a socket on that one, and yeah, so that's that. Hopefully that helps somebody out there, and yeah, give us a like and a thumbs up, and I hope you have a great day.